Cuttack, the Millennium City, is located at the confluence of four rivers: Mahanadi, Kachodi, Kuakhai, and Bairupa. The city has a population of around 6 lakhs and is the economic hub of Odisha. The city has been exposed to the vagaries of nature from time to time. The impact of climate change further aggravates the existing urban risk. Proximity to delta and saucer-shaped topology makes it prone to frequent flooding and waterlogging. In recent years, Cuttack has braved cyclones like Fani, Titli, and Fani, which led to life loss and severe damage and destructions of assets and infrastructure. Cuttack Municipal Corporation has partnered with UNDP India for building a disaster-resilient Cuttack. RIKA India, a disaster management startup, was commissioned for the preparation of standard operating procedures and conducting a simulation exercise. A planning, meeting cum orientation workshop was conducted under the chairmanship of Municipal Commissioner in presence of officials and representatives from line department, response agencies and local NGOs for participatory finalization of hazard-specific SOPs. A collaborative scenario building exercise was undertaken based on the past experiences. Low-lying areas with waterlogging issues and limited community outreach were selected for conducting the simulation exercise. Based on the developed scenario, aligning the roles and responsibilities laid down in SOPs, a 2-day training program was conducted for building capacities of the stakeholders. They were trained on various aspects of disaster risk management such as non-structural hazard mitigation, fire safety, evacuation, search and rescue, first aid, functioning of the control room, crowd and rumor management, and shelter and relief management. A tabletop exercise was conducted to dry run the response by stakeholders for cascading scenarios of floods, waterlogging, and fire triggered in the city by a cyclone. A warning for cyclone and heavy rainfall was received at the IT cell of Cuttack Municipal Corporation. The Municipal Commissioner instructed the control room for dissemination of the warning to line department and response agencies. Response agencies including National Disaster Response Force, NDRF, Odisha Disaster Rapid Action Force, ODRAF, were asked to pre-position and be on standby. Ward-level squads of Pattapol and Kajori Vihar were activated and instructed for ensuring dissemination of the warning to the community. Representatives of response agencies were stationed at the control room for better on-field coordination. Ward-level squad disseminated the warning to the community. Volunteers went door to door for convincing the community, including pregnant women and children, for evacuation. The community was sensitized on how and what to pack for carrying along during the evacuation. These included items such as torch, dry food, drinking water, necessary medicine, rope, bedding, important document, among others. They were also sensitized to untie the domestic animals. Ward level squad and volunteers went door to door for ensuring evacuation of the community to the temporary shelter. Around 100 persons were evacuated to the shelter by NDRF and ODRAF. Special assistance was given to the old-aged, pregnant, sick and differently able persons. The ward-level volunteers established the registration and medical post with support of response agencies at the temporary shelter. Special care was taken of the needs of the vulnerable persons. Dry food and drinking water were distributed to the evacuated persons. Meanwhile, the strong cyclonic winds caused a short circuit leading to fire on the first floor of CMC office. Alarm was raised in the building and the occupants evacuated to the pre-designated assembly point. Around 12 to 15 persons were found missing during the head count. The fire department and other response agencies were called for emergency response. Fire personnel immediately started firefighting and were supported by ODRAF teams for search and rescue. Various personal protective equipments along with improvised techniques were used to rescue the trapped persons. The injured persons were transported to the medical post at Kalyan Mandap and were provided necessary first aid.
Rescue operation support का भी हमको फायर डिपार्टमेंट has demonstrated very well. मैं UNDP सब में हम लोग ने disaster response management ପାଇଁ
A debriefing meeting was conducted under the chairmanship of Municipal Commissioner to evaluate the efficiencies and timeliness of the actions taken by the involved stakeholders and the effectiveness of the SOPs. Stakeholders shared their experience of the exercise, highlighted good practices and gaps, and discussed the way forward for improvement.